So, Dr. Bay, could you explain to our viewers about this TLAC situation with the banks and the money?
TLAC, T-L-A-C, it's an acronym for Total Loss Absorption Capacity. Total Loss Absorption Capacity. In the past, like with the savings and loan scandal under Bill Clinton in the 80s, where they robbed the savings and loan banks, that's why there's no more savings and loan banks. Then they created what's called credit unions in the 90s. Well, TLAC is where once they close these banks, all the banks in America are going to shut down. You've been hearing about it. Some of them already closed. When they closed the banks, I was in a meeting with the Federal Reserve Bank chairman and the top Federal Reserve chair persons for other banks. What they're going to do, that they're going to do what is called a bail-in. A bail-in is where they're going to bail out, once they close all the banks, shut them all down, they're going to do what's called a bail-in. And the bail-in is going to bail out the investors, not the bank depositors, not the bank itself, only the investors. Well, the investors are the people who, if you go get a loan, they have to run your credit, check the status of your birth certificate, looking at the private account with a number on the back of your Social Security card that connects to the birth certificate number at the bottom on your birth certificate. And they check the status of that, and those investors are the ones that verify how much credit they can get their hands on in 30 to 45 days. So then they come back and then they tell you when you go get a bank loan to buy a house, so you've been approved. Well, you've been approved for X amount of money. Well, that means it's actually doubled and tripled to get that money for the bank that's going to get X amount of money. You've been approved for, let's say, 100,000, but the bank's going to get 450,000 to 1.7 to $8 million based on 100,000. So this TLAC is going to bail out all the investors. The depositors will lose their money. The banks will be shut down. FDIC is not going to bail out the people that put their money in the bank because it's not for y'all. It's only for the bank. So the bank's going to close, the depositors lose their money, and the money that's going to be saved under TLAC is going to be exclusively only for the investors.
Any advice for depositors? What do people who have bank accounts, what should they be doing? Really
Start taking
quick.
their money out the bank and leave only enough in there to pay bills.
All right. Thank you.